This is the law of sines. If you guys check out your book 598, it has this little picture. You only need to write this part down, though, if you're going to write something down. Write down the actual formula, which is this guy right here. Now, you can also write this formula with the angles on the top. So you can write sine A over A on top, sine B over B on top, or the sine part is on top, the angle, or sine of C over C. Okay. Now this part is important. When you guys draw a triangle, you guys need to know, if you label all the angles like so, the side that is opposite of the A is labeled lowercase a. The side that is opposite the C is lowercase c, and the side that's opposite of B is lowercase b. This is important. So if you want to draw a triangle like that, go for it. These triangles also include H, because H becomes important when we look at how many different triangles can be formed, or if there's an ambiguous case, which we'll look at an example of. Alright, so here's our first example. Now, if you're watching the video, pause it and see if you can do it without seeing how I do it first. What you guys need to do here is you need to draw a triangle with these measurements on it. We're going to solve the triangle, which means we're going to find all the missing sides and all the missing angles. So, see if you can draw a triangle and label it with these sides. Okay, what you can do is you can draw just a random triangle. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can just be like that. However, because I see this angle right here, I'm going to draw an obtuse triangle. You guys know there's three different types, right? There's the right triangle, the obtuse triangle, and the acute triangle. Okay, here I'm just going to draw an obtuse one really quick. Alright, doesn't have to be perfect. This one's going to be my 102.3 degree side. So let's see. And then let's make the B right here. You didn't have to do it exactly like me. Just as long as, well, I'll give you a checkpoint here. A, we don't know. Now this side is C, and we don't know that one. This side is A, we don't know that one. This side is B, we do know that one. Okay, now that's important. As long as you have the 27 across from the 28.7, then you drew your triangle correct. Okay, I mean, really, you could have just a random triangle, like it doesn't have to be anything special. Then you start labeling everything, so we'll put 102 right here, 0.3, and then the B is going to be 28.7 degrees. Across from the B is going to be 27.4, and then let's label these sides, A and C. It doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as the correct numbers are across from each other. Like this angle has to be matched up with this side. It has to be opposite that side. It's just a visual. We're creating a visual. It doesn't have to be perfect. I definitely like my picture better, though, than that one down there. Okay. Alright, so set up the law of sines. Use the formula and set up your proportions. You guys remember proportions?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to set up all of them. Okay, so let's see here. We have sine of... You guys want to put the angles on top or the angles on bottom?
Angles on top.
On top? Okay. So sine of 102.3, it doesn't matter if you put them on top or bottom, is over C. And then sine of 28.7 is over 27.4. And the last one, we don't know that angle yet. Sine of A, at least it wasn't given to us, over A. Now, in order to use sine, you have to have one fraction that's complete. Okay, it has to be complete, which means you can't do a law of sine without an angle in its opposite side. If you don't have an angle on its opposite side, you can't use law of sines. Okay, now we just multiply. Use your calculators. We cross multiply, so that times that equals that times that. And so you get something that looks like this. 27.4 times sine of 102.3 equals C times sine of 28.7 degrees. Now, how do I get the C alone? I divide by sine of 28.7 degrees, and those would equal 1, and so they're gone. And I divide this side by sine of 28.7 degrees. Okay, the 28.7 and a 102.3, those are inside of the sine function, so you can't touch them unless you got rid of the sine function somehow, but you don't need to here. In your calculators, you guys just need to go that times that and divide it by that, and you'll get an approximate answer. C is approximately equal to what? 7? 7.5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that too. So we found our C. Our C is approximately 55.775. Is there any measurement? No, there's no measurement, no units of measure, so we don't have to label it inches or anything like that. Okay, now what about our A's? How am I going to find those? What do all the angles inside of a triangle add up to?
180.
They all add up to 180. And so if you wanted to find a missing angle and you know the other two angles, can you find it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we just got to take those two and add them up. So that'd be 102.3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 28.7. I add those up. I get that. Okay. What's my other side going to be? My missing side.
129.
It's 49.
I mean 49.
If I, it adds up to 180, doggy. So you just got to take this 131 and go 180. Oh, nice 8. 180 and subtract 131. You'll get 49. Okay. All right. So this we know now. Oops. No, erase. Okay, we know this to be 49. Okay, now we have to use this and one of the other fractions to do our cross multiplication. Which one would you guys want to do? I mean, we know this C now. Do we want to use our first fraction or our second fraction?
Second one.
Yeah, we want to use this one because that's the information that was given to us. The answers, the numbers in it, are more exact. And so we do the cross multiplication again, and then we get our answer. Okay? I'm not going to write all this one out. I'm just going to put the answer down, but I'll give you guys a chance to do it on your own. Okay, here it is. A is approximately equal to 43.06. So I can go up here and I can say approximately equal to 43.06. Okay? And we didn't need this guy. He was there for an example. Now this example is straight out of your book. Actually, all the examples I'm going to do for this are out of your book. I'm just going to make sure I do those ones and add any extra ones that we need if needed. Okay. Now part of solving these word problems that you have to do is understanding what it's asking. Okay? And most of the time I just go straight to the end. Sometimes I don't even read the rest of the stuff. I just go straight to the end and I say, okay, it says how tall is the pole? So I need to know how tall the pole is. I don't really know what the pole is or what's going on here. I haven't read the problem, so I don't know the context. But now I start going ahead and reading the problem. It says a pole tilts toward the sun at 8 degrees at an 8-degree angle from the vertical. Huh? Okay, well let's draw the pole, right? So I draw the pole, and let's see where's my marker there? Okay, I draw a pole and it's tilting toward the sun. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a sun right here. Oh, what a lovely pole. And let's draw a ground right here. Okay, so this pole is tilting toward the sun at an 8-degree angle from the vertical. Do you guys know what that means? From the vertical? Yeah, vertical would mean like this, right? It just goes straight up. There's a vertical line. So this right here is 8 degrees, right? Does that make sense? Okay, and then it says it casts a shadow 22 feet. Okay, so it casts a 22-foot shadow. Which way is my shadow going? This way? No, because that's where the sun is. This way. Okay, and then it says the angle of elevation. Do you guys know what angle of elevation means? There's a lot of vocabulary words here. Angle of elevation. Sometimes it's your eyesight to up or from the ground up. And so here we're working with from the ground up. The angle of elevation from the tip of the shadow to the top of the pole is 43 degrees. So this right here is 43 degrees. All right, all right. How tall is the pole?
Wait, should we put 22 at the bottom?
Oh yeah, we should probably put 22 right there. Okay, how tall is my pole? So let's just put P right here for pole. You guys down with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're working with law of sines, so I'm going to assume we're going to use law of sines. And there is a triangle there, so yeah, this might work out. Let's hey, what are you guys joking about over there? I like laughing. No. Okay. So we got sine of 43 degrees. What number goes underneath 43? The P equals. Now I need labels for the other side. So let's see. That's let's call this A. And that'll be A, and I need a B right there. Okay, so sine of A, and I don't know that side. It's opposite. And then we have sine of B, and I don't. Oh, I do know the opposite side of that. That's 22. All right. Do we have a complete fraction in here so that we can solve this? No, we don't. Okay, so let's look at our picture again and see if we're missing anything. Is there information in our picture that that will allow us to complete the picture? I like saying that with geometry. You got to complete the picture. Yes?
It tells you the two figures.
So you guys know this is right here?
Yeah.
Right? The vertical is a right angle, and what's the measure of a right angle? 90 degrees. And then we have 8 more right here, so that would be what? 98 degrees. Oh, so our angle A is 98 degrees. So we can take this out right here. We can put 98 right here. Okay, but that doesn't help me. I still don't have a complete fraction.
Then you can add the two angles together.
Yes.
And then subtract it.
Okay, so 43 plus 98 will give us, that's 1. And then it'll be 14, right? 141.
39.
How much more to get to 180? 39. So angle B is 39. Okay, can you solve it now? Yes. Now, what are we looking for again? No, we're looking for P. So it's important to know what the problem's asking, right? You have to find P. Now, we don't need this guy. He's not important to us. You only need this guy and this guy. There's your proportion. Now, cross multiply just like we did before and find P. All right, there you go. There's your answer. I set it up right here. I cross multiplied, and then I got the P alone. That's our approximate answer. Very nice.